let's take it back, man, to like the roots, man. So you're from Sri Lanka. Let us know where your love from hip hop comes from and DJing in general.
Yeah, do you know, when I was in Sri Lanka, my only introduction to music was pop music. So I listened to like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I ain't afraid to say that.
It's okay. I was listening to them too.
That was pop music, and I was like, what was popular at that time? And I think when I came to Dubai, I was still kind of listening to that. And when I started going to school, I started meeting different kind of like nationalities and different kind of what you call ethnicities and whatnot.
Yeah.
And one of them is actually they were Arab rappers at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. At that time, they were like super prominent.
Okay.
We became really good friends, and they were like, "Oh, you need to listen to this album." And one of the albums was like a Tupac album.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Which one was it?
I think it's Me Against the World.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So good intro.
So it was just coming listening to like pop music. It's very clean cut. And you listen to hip hop, you listen to Tupac, especially like gangster rap. It changes your whole mindset.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, this is what freedom is. Like it's like this is your expression of it.
Yeah.
And so I'm a kind of person that kind of deep dives into whatever I listen to and whatever I want to get into. Hip hop was one of them. I just kind of like deep dove into hip hop and try to see. So then I know what West Coast music was and East Coast music.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to hip hop, I think like you need some sort of like clarification, like what they're saying on. Because like, there's a lot of people who just listen to hip hop just because they want to listen to hip hop.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And
it's like there's a lot of word associations in like the songs that you kind of like you can understand.
Yeah, and then I mean, listening to Tupac at first, like I love lyrics.
Yeah.
And this is why for me I fell in love with hip hop, because it's kind of like if you close your eyes and like listen to it, it's like a movie. You know, and then it takes you places where you're like, what the hell is going on? You know, so.
I often say this with my friends a lot. I have a lyric for every chapter of my life, like from a hip hop song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything. Like for me, hip hop has really. I like other genres of music, but hip hop is the one that resonates the most with me because it's sort of like that, like like grind and that rags to riches type of story. Like there's always an upcoming type of story, and I kind of like that sort of an expression of like how they kind of made it from wherever they came from to where they are today. Instead of that transition, it's like almost going on a journey with these artists. So that's why hip hop for me is always kind of like resonated with me. And also like I try to like be an upbeat person, and hip hop is generally upbeat. Like like some poppy music I tend to avoid because it has sad lyrics and I'm not like really in that mode, right? Like I don't really want to be hearing about heartbreak and missing people and stuff. So but like for me, like hip hop when I was young, even though I'm Latin and everybody was into like Latin music, for me I kind of resonated towards hip hop, and that kind of like influenced a group of friends I would hang out with. So it's really interesting to see how music can kind of transcend into other parts of your life and influence in those aspects as well.